I would like to tell you the story of the time that I blew my nose all over my face while bowling. I was born the youngest in a number of brothers and sisters and cousins that numbered around 12 to 25. And every year, in the summertime, we would go to Queens to one of my cousins' house to enjoy a summer barbecue and listen to my dad complain that he had to drive into New York and into Queens to visit people who he didn't really like. Being invited to participate with my cousins was one of the greatest dreams that I had as a young child. So we decided one hot summer day that about 12 of us would go bowling. Now, I have to tell you, I'm not a good bowler. I'm not athletic as a kid, nor was I athletic as an adult. I was terrible at bowling. Except for the one moment when all the stars aligned. I stood in the middle of the bowling lane right at the end by the line where you're supposed to put your foot, and I rolled the ball. Much to my incredible surprise, it did not go to either side of the lane. It rolled slightly to the right of the center, but right in what we would call the sweet spot of the bowling alley setup. The ball moved incredibly slowly. I would suggest that a century or two may have passed between the time that the bowling ball left my hand and hit those first pins. The ball glided through the 10 pins, knocking each one over, which in turn knocked the other ones over. And before I could even think it through, all 10 pins had fallen. I had bowled a strike. In my excitement, a giant burst of air burst from my lungs, past my mouth, and went into my nose, and upon bowling the strike, I turned around and blew about a gallon of mucus and snot all over my face. Webs of snot and mucus were all over my hands, and from the cheers and screams of "Congratulations, Doug, you bowled a..." And that was both the greatest and worst moment of my life.